You're good enough for Detroit.
But he can't bear what comes from
Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and three toes. I will beat your ass.
Here comes that pressure. Mayfield in the middle. It's intercepted. It's Derek Barnes. Seattle's got to make a stop. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to throw it back to Goff. Who had that on the bingo card? And a second. Oh, here's a little trickery. St. Brown back to Goff. Leaves flickers. Got Laporta wide open. Sam Laporta foot race towards the end zone. Diving touchdown. Unreal. 52 for the win. It is just good. Just inside the upright. Jake Bates, hometown hero. And the Lions have come all the way back. Here comes the heat. It's Hutchinson again. Number 3, the hat trick for Aiden Hutchinson.
Blocked there by Zylstra. It's caught by Jamison Williams. There he goes. Foot race with Miller. Foot race with Savage. That is 6 for number 9.
Welcome, everybody, to another live episode of the Pride Podcast, episode 413 on the Blue White Network. I am Malcolm, and I have my guys with me, Tyler and Pierre. Tyler, man, how you doing, bro?
Not great right now. I mean, that's a stinker right there. That's a stinker. Pierre, how we feeling?
Fuck this game, bro. I'm not feeling good at all.
Yeah.
It gave me paralyzation that it's unfortunate. I think the O-line's a big issue going forward. And right here down the stretch, you got these teams that have good D-lines, and in the playoffs, O-line's a big issue right now. Just hasn't played well.
Yeah, I mean, that's a game. I mean, this offense tonight was very, 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 very anemic. Very, very bad.
Goff, first started with the drops with the receivers, and then Goff just missed some bad throws. And just nothing was going great for the offense. Goff, O-line, drop passes,
play calling.
Play. I mean, yeah, bro, like the play calling. Just nothing went right. And give credit to Fangio, great scheme today. But nothing really went right for Detroit. And their best players, like when we say their best players had to play their best games today, their best players played like shit on offense.
Yeah.
Let me ask, guys.
Other than Gibbs, everything else on offense was garbage.
Let me ask, what is the as far as the fault as far as today's game? Is it the O-line? Was it Goff? Was it the weather? Was it the play calling?
You can't blame the weather. The weather is the weather. Like, you can't do that. Those are the elements. The other team played in that element too. I think mainly, like, the big reason, I think, like, the biggest to me is probably the O-line. But, like, everyone has a fault in it. But I think the biggest failure is probably the O-line tonight.
I mean, there's a little bit of everything in this game. I mean, the play calling was, I thought, very, very bad. I mean, we can go on the O-line. We know this offensive line is not great. I mean, this has been 11 weeks of this team now. We know what this team is at this point. We know the strengths. We know the weaknesses. And there were so many opportunities in this game to go out there and score points, convert some opportunities. This, to me, is on the quarterback, and this is the play calling. You know, they had opportunities. There's weaknesses on this Philadelphia Eagles defense. I know this is a good defense. I'm not taking anything away from what Fangio and what that Eagles defense did out there tonight. They are a phenomenal unit. But the Lions showed that they could move the ball, but when they needed a big conversion, they were not able to get that. And it was the same mistakes after same mistakes. It's like, when are you going to adjust? Stop running down the middle with those two big fuckers from Georgia. If I see Jalen Carter or Jordan Davis stuff Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery up the middle one more time, I was going to lose it, man, because, there were other plays where they were able to run successfully. Maybe a little screen pass. Run on the edges. You have Penei Sewell.
They tried everything. Nothing worked.
No, they had opportunities. It was working. But then, you know what? They went back to good old reliable. Let's run up the fucking middle with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. And then, you know what? Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, they didn't only just turn into run stoppers today. They turned into Ben Wallace and Shaquille O'Neal today, blocking the ball every single play. How many times did they get that? I saw Dikembe Mutombo at one point. It was unbelievable. They look like prime Ben Wallace.
I kept hearing that damn Ben Wallace bell every time he swat down the ball.
Yeah, it was Hell's bells. Yeah, it was crazy. It was unbelievable. I felt like we were at Virginia Union University. Ben Wallace. That was Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter tonight. It was unbelievable, man.
Shit. All you can do is laugh at this point.
Yeah, they had opportunities. And Jared Goff, I mean, offensive line play was bad. Don't get me wrong. He was rattled today. He was shit. I haven't seen him that rattled in a very long time. Like, a lot of the games this year where the offense has been bad, I haven't pinpointed on Jared Goff. Today, I'm going to pinpoint on Jared Goff. He was really, really bad today. Inaccurate. Yes, there was some drops in there, and his receivers didn't bail him out all the time. But my goodness, I mean, you could just tell he was not confident, especially in that second half. When they were down, there were still opportunities to go win that game, and they had zero confidence. Even when they stopped the tush push for the second time, and your defense gives you a great field position, all you need to do is maybe just gain a couple of yards and secure a field goal. This mofo wants to lose yards and make the field goal even tougher. I mean, shout out to Jake Bates. He hits the field goal regardless, but my goodness, they are gifting you great field positions by Nick Sirianni's idiotic play calling of going for it, even if it's a very good hit rate of getting those tush pushes. He gave you an opportunity. Your defense bailed you out. I can't even count my fingers how many times they bailed you out today. And these guys they just didn't have an answer. I don't know. I'm blaming it on play calling and Jared Goff. They were really, really bad today, both.
I can't play too much on Jared, man. He was in distress. I mean, and as far as throwing the ball, I mean, you look at both quarterbacks. They both were having trouble throwing the ball. There was a lot of drops on both sides because the ball was just inaccurate. I mean, it was not on target because of the wind. So the wind affected both quarterbacks, and then the pressure just really affected Goff. And I mean, I don't know. I think it boils down to an offensive line issue. I think the offensive line kind of killed this game for us. So did a mix of play calling. It was just like offensively, it was like a struggle, man. This is like a roller coaster of a season. Like, we'll have a great game, the bad game, great game, bad game, great game, bad game. It's like, this is us right now. I mean, when are we going to be this? When are we going to be consistent? This is what I thought, maybe Dan Campbell will take it over the plays. Maybe we'll have some consistency and we'll have an offense that we all expect to have. But now it's like, it's just a roller coaster right now. Now I expect us to bounce back next week, but we play the Giants. I mean, sure, but it's like a roller coaster. This is a roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, you're not going to feel good about it or confident until we see a versus a good team. Because when they've had the opportunity to play good teams, they have not answered that phone call. Yes, they have been able to win some of those games, like, going out and beating Baltimore on the road and beating Tampa Bay on Monday Night Football. But I think for one thing to maybe make you feel confident going forward, and I was hoping that game last week was that wake-up call when Dan Campbell switched up the play call-in. I think it's going to have to be a good offensive performance versus a good football team. And maybe that's Thanksgiving, if you want to consider that. Or maybe one of these games in December when you play the Rams. I don't know. But it's going to have to take a good offensive performance for, I feel like, us as a fan base to kind of get back and feel confident about this offense for the rest of this 2025 season. Because right now, I mean, even when they mixed the play calling to going from John Moran to Dan Campbell, you played a good team today. You played a good Philadelphia Eagles defense. You had no answers today, and you got pants on national television today.
Yeah. That's the way I see it, too. Yeah, I agree with that, man. I mean, unless you're able to do it against a good team, and, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man.
You can go out there next week and drop 50 on the Giants. I'm not going to be impressed anymore. I'm done with giving the moral victories. Like, I need to see it versus a good team. I like – obviously, I want to see them go beat the Giants, but, like, I need to see more from this team for me to be convinced and fully back in.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, the only good teams we beat, the only team we beat over 500 is the Bears, who were figuring out, who didn't know shit going into the game, and the Bucks. I mean, we could count the Ravens as a good victory, but what their record? 3-5, 3-6. I mean, this is what it is right now. Right now, we're not beating good football teams.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you guys think this offensive woes is fixable? Like, just for this season? I'm not saying overall going into the offseason. I'm saying this season in general. Do you guys think this is fixable?
The O-line is not good, Tyler. When your O-line is not good, it's hard to fix shit. It all starts up front with the running game and the passing game. They couldn't get nothing going today. Protection was bad. They're clogging up the running holes. I mean, look, you got Jalen Carter and Jordan, but every week you play good linemen. Next week they got Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter. Like, you have another good set of guys. Like, you have to win up front. I think Thibodeau might be hurt, but like, you get what I mean, though. They got another great D-line coming into town next week. So you got to win up front, man. And that's, like we say, the way you win football games in the trenches. And right now they're not strong on the O-line. They're just not. They got their ass kicked today, bro.
And this is why I always say, man, when you have that window, that Super Bowl window, that championship window, when you have these deadlines, these trade deadlines, you got to go all in.
Only 7 offensive linemen have been traded since 2022. No team was trading their linemen.
I know, but like I said earlier, man, like I was telling you in private, Sauce Gardner wasn't for sale. Team overpaid, and they still got him. You got to sometimes when you have that window, man.
Dude,
just like we saw the Rams.
You're talking about great offensive linemen. Those guys don't get traded. Especially
you don't need a great offensive line. Just
but you said
over Graham Glasgow, which is damn near half the league.
No one's
trading. Be honest.
No one is trading their starting center though.
Let's trade a backup. The backup is probably better than Graham Glasgow. Yo, Graham Glasgow is not. We just need a backup. Let me give you an example. Let me just put it in a better way you can understand. If we get one more injury in the offensive line, who's our back? Who are we playing?
On what position?
If one of our interior linemen gets a serious injury, he's out for the season. Is our season over?
You're seeing Tristan Colon.
You probably got Miles Frazier too. He could be.
If we get like, let's say for example, fucking anybody in the interior. Let's say Grant Glasgow goes out for the season. How is our season going to end up looking? We have no depth. The starting guys ain't playing well. I mean, like I said, we have a Super Bowl window. I get it. You don't want to mortgage the future, but do you want to win a Super Bowl or not? It's like, I feel like we're content of just being a good team and making.
No, I do. Don't get me wrong. I want to win a Super Bowl, but like, which offensive lineman would you trade for?
But you see where we're coming from here.
Anybody.
But you see where we're coming from here. There's no urgency. There's no urgency.
What I'm trying to say is, there's other teams that need linemen too. No O-line were available.
Do you know he made
only one guy traded? Trevor Penning.
Do you know he made this a couple years ago when we didn't trade for when we were playing against the year we played against the 49ers.
2023.
And we had nobody. We had nobody in the secondary. We had nobody rushing the passer. We were like, damn, just get somebody in the trade deadline. What do? We did dog shit. We did nothing. All right. That was our year we could have won Super Bowl. We'd have made a big move and got somebody, either a pass rusher or another corner. We could have probably won the Super Bowl. Do you agree, disagree?
Because but to say that
we're playing with Kendall Vidal out there.
I'll give you that, but to say
the
O-line though, no linemen are available though.
Force someone's hands.
Was Sauce Gardner available? Gardner available?
They're not going to trade.
Was Sauce Gardner available? Yes.
Okay, Malcolm, which offensive line do you want?
Anybody better than Graham Glasgow?
I don't think teams are trading.
Better than Graham Glasgow.
Again, I don't think teams are trading their starting centers.
Then trade their backup, who is probably better than Graham Glasgow. Anybody?
I don't know about that, bro.
See, Malcolm, you're right. No, this fan base is so content. They are so comfortable.
I'm not content, but like
right now we're like,
it sounds like it.
We don't want to trade. We don't want to mortgage.
I'm not, bro.
We don't want to mortgage the future. We're paying too much.
You don't even have. You don't even have.
Who cares if it comes to the Super Bowl?
You don't
have. If you overpay, but it comes out with the Super Bowl, do you care if you overpay or not?
No, but like, which player that's available could have made you a Super Bowl contender?
Anybody that's better than Graham Glasgow. They'll put us in the best situation that we are right now.
You didn't give me a name.
Anybody.
The reality is you could probably name 50 guys better than Graham Glasgow.
But they're not available. They were never available. Multiple teams have injuries on the O-line, bro.
But Sauce Gardner was not available, but he still went up for a trade.
But Sauce got traded for a lot, though.
Malcolm's got enough. Yeah, I mean, I see his perspective, man. Like I understand from Pierre's perspective as well. Like maybe there's not a guy out there necessarily, but like there's just been no sense of urgency ever from this Lions
But
team.
in general, though, there's only been 7 offensive linemen that have been traded since 2022.
Okay,
Like,
how about let's forget the trade. How about forget the trade deadline? How about the offseason?
You don't even have third-round picks, man.
Okay, how about the offseason?
Trade 2 fourths. Trade something. Give up picks. Give up picks. Brad, yo, do you know they call him? Do you know they call him Dollar General Brad? I didn't make that shit up. I didn't make it up. They call him Brad Holmes probably calling these teams. He said, "Hey, I know you're giving up off alignment. I'll give you a second round pick." And team are probably hanging up on that motherfucker. They call him Dollar General Brad for a reason because he doesn't trade people.
Yeah, I mean, there's never been an urgency. It feels like with Brad in general. When there is a deadline, there's an off season. Feels like there's always some type of glaring hole that everyone else sees, but we just yet to fill that position in. I mean, and it's not like that we're always right, but like it just feels like going into the year that we knew Frank Ragnow was out since May. You know, like, there was no urgency to really fill that role in. I know it's not easy, but like you got to force someone's hands and go make a move when you got to make a move.
This is the thing of knowing you have a Super Bowl window, man. You just know you have a Super Bowl window. Know you have a great team. Knowing that team's not gonna be here forever. Coaches leave, players leave. You gotta make a move, man. You gotta go all in. I get it. Maybe if you go all in, maybe it may be some losing seasons afterwards. But guess what it comes with? Come to the Super Bowl. If that happens to us, guess what? I'm okay. I'm okay. But at the end of the day, you won the Super Bowl. The Rams did it. They went out and got Von Miller at the deadline, and that made them that was a big staple for the Super Bowl when they won the Super Bowl. Von Miller. They went out and got him trade deadline. You got to do that. But it's like I just don't feel like this team have that sense of urgency of doing anything like that ever.
Yeah, and it's hard to disagree. It feels like it's a very culture that's just filled on vibes, and I can't blame Campbell and Holmes on that, but it just feels like sometimes when you got to go get that dog, and it just feels like they are very good drafters, and I understand why they prioritize their draft picks, but sometimes you got to just go get the proven guy that's going to help you right now and not worry about what's going to be worry about in 2027 or 2028. It's the way I look at it, but is what it is. I mean, it's too late now. It's not even worth complaining about anymore. It's past now.
Nothing we can do now, but just sit back and just see what happens to the season. See what happens this season. Yeah. But you go on to the Oopsy Doopsy and Ball of the Week, man.
Well, let's talk about this defense first, because I think we should talk about how good this defensive performance was today. They gave this team every single opportunity to go out there and win this game. And Philly, I mean, I know they haven't been to the ceiling of where they want to be as an offense, but what they did today with the backups out there and that sorry-ass call at the end of the game on Rocky Ya-Sin, we should have still been potentially having a ball game. Not to say I'm holding my breath that we're going to win that game, but just a bad way to end the game. And overall, just a phenomenal day defensively. I mean, everything that Calvin Shepard had those guys doing today, those guys executed 100% perfectly. If there was a grade on this defense, it's not just an A+, it's an A+++. They were phenomenal. They were flying around there. They got Philly in these long third downs, long second downs, and forced their hands to throw the ball. And for the most part, they were getting those stops. So even without Terron Arnold missing some guys in their secondary with Kirby Joseph not out there, this defense absolutely balled out. So this game sucks, and it's a sucky way that they're not going to be remembered as they should be, but this defensive performance was one of the best defensive performance we've seen out of Calvin Shepard. It feels like we're saying that almost every week now, and it's just a shame that we're not talking about it in a win, because it was so good, and it should be shouted out because it was so good, but no one's going to remember it because of how bad this offense was today. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, we talked about going in. They're one of the best red zone teams. I think they were 1-3 in the red zone, which is huge for the Lions. We talked about the tush push. I think they got it once. Lions stopped it multiple times, which was huge. So the defense did what they had to do. I thought Rocky Ya-Sin was outstanding in coverage, played great. That last call was bullshit, but I'm not going to blame the loss on that call. So I mean, it is what it is. The defense was great. Few times, they got to the edge a couple times. Hutch, like, for some reason, just whipped on, like, not whipped, but they washed him out at 2 straight plays in the edge. You remember those 2 Saquon runs they had straight? They ran at him, but overall, I thought they did a great job. I mean, a phenomenal performance by the defense, and the offense just couldn't get anything going. I feel like after those drops, just everything went to shit. Saint drop, JMO drop, and then everything just went bad. And
JMO hugging the goalposts.
I mean, that's been a rule. That's been a rule since 2014, I think, or 2015. I forgot, but yeah, you can't do stupid shit like that either. But we didn't lose because of JMO hugging the fucking goalpost. Okay,
no. But that was just like it's a good mirror image of this game tonight. Of like, man, that's like what could have been. It was a great mirror image.
I mean, like that one play, Goff was rushed, Brockrett was wide open. If he wasn't rushed, maybe he hits him.
Yeah, he had him wide open for a touchdown.
They got it. I get it, man. They did that rule been there since you said 2014. They got to change this shit, man, because this is dumb. Is this stupid? Who? I kept asking on X, who made this rule, and why did they do it? Why take away the entertainment
I don't
aspect?
know, bro. I don't
why take away the entertainment aspect of football?
You know how the league is, bro. They don't like stupid shit like that. So they take it out.
That's why I just don't get it. I know it's there. I know it's a rule, but who? Why? I wish I could know or see that person saying, "Oh, we should take this rule out."
Yeah, just I see something here in the comments. We did talk about Saint earlier in the show. He didn't have his best game. We said the top players all played like shit. So we did mention that. I saw that in the comments here. I just want to address that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a windy game, and the ball wasn't as accurate as it's supposed to be. We saw both teams drop passes. We saw Devontae Smith drop passes.
Yeah.
We saw AJ Brown drop passes. We saw. I mean, J-Mo used to drop passes, but we saw Amon-Ra say it was just a bad passing game, I guess, for both teams.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna bro. It's just when the ball hits your hand, you have to catch it. That's my thing. I don't care if it's windy, if it's fucking snowing or raining, or if it's sunshine. The ball hits your hand, catch it.
You're supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to single out every single player because there's a lot of bad tonight on offense.
Yeah.
I told you on offense, our top players played the Goff, St. Brown, Duo, JMO. The guys that are paid the most played like shit. That's what happens. You lose that game when your top players play like shit.
Yeah, I mean, they were all bad today. I mean, outside of Jahmyr Gibbs having some explosive plays, especially in the passing game, having probably one of his best games ever as a receiving back.
Over 100 yards.
I mean, there was just everyone was bad today, and from a certain aspect. And yeah, Saint was completely invisible in that game after the first quarter. I think he got the first catch of the game, and then after that, I mean, he probably had one more catch after that, and then was completely invisible after that.
But it's a trickle effect. It's a trickle effect.
Yeah, I mean,
if you have a bad offensive line play and you're getting pressured constantly every single play, it's going to trickle down to the quarterback. Quarterback is not able to make the best throws, and it's going to fall down to the receivers now. So now everybody's having a bad game, but it starts up front. If the O-line protecting Goff, we'll probably see way better Goff. Then we see way better Goff. You see a way better Amon-Ra St. Brown. It trickles down.
100%. Before we get into Oopsy Doopsy Mode Week, I just want to bring up one more topic, and I'm just curious to hear your guys' thoughts because I know you guys love the aggressiveness, but with the way the offense was today, 0-5 for the Lions on 4th down today. Peter, I want to specifically get your opinion because you're the biggest advocate of being aggressive and going for it on 4th down. What is the mindset now seeing what happened today?
You're talking about, okay, so obviously they showed those fucking during warm-ups, those kicks for a wide right or wide left, they had no chance. So I don't have an issue with it, bro. And you're on the 5-yard line, 4th and 5. I would have went for it. I'm not taking the field goal. I think you guys would agree with that. You're taking the points there, you're going for it. You're down. If you don't get it, they're at the 5. Your defense is playing great.
All right, so you're asking
hindsight is 20/20, right? You kick the field goal, but in general, they'll probably go for it. Like, wouldn't you go for it, Tyler? Not if you're Campbell yourself on the 5-yard line. Your defense is playing great. If they stop it, you're at the 5-yard line.
See, for most of them, I didn't have a problem with it, but I think context matters as well, right? When the offense is not moving the ball like how it usually moves the ball, I'm not going to be comfortable going for it as many times as you want. And I agree, kicking the ball today was going to be tough. We saw the pregame warm-ups, but we saw today from both sides. It wasn't impossible. I mean, Jake Bates kicked a 54-yarder in the fourth quarter. Drilled it right down the middle.
But makes the extra point after that penalty. So it's like,
right. Yeah. And then Jake Elliott, same thing. He drills a 49-yard field goal. No issue. Like, I agree. It's tougher to kick a field goal than if you're at Ford Field. Like, I'm not disagreeing there. But context matters as well. Okay, 1 time, cool. Go for it. 2 times, cool. Go for it. Okay, 3 times. We're pulling a line a little bit. 5 times? 0 for 5? I mean, like, there's got to be a limit saying, like, okay, this is not working at some point. Let's try something different and maybe kick a field goal and maybe make it a 1-score game, or maybe just make it a 4-point game, whatever the official score was at the time. I don't remember, whatever. But my point is, like, maybe just switch it up a little bit. Try something different. I understand you want to be aggressive. You want to go for it. And that's what got the Lions here. That's Dan Campbell's MO, and you're not going to change that from him. I am cool with that. But there's got to be some context. There's got to be some self-awareness. We can't do it if we're not doing it. If we're not converting on 3rd and 10, what things we're going to convert on 4th and 10? Like, these were not all gimmies. They weren't all 4th and 1s just getting stuffed every time. These were some tough 4th downs, and they were going for it every single time. And it was just like, okay, man, let's switch it up a little bit. And a fake punt in this game today, come on, Dan. You're better than that.
Yeah, Philly was not fooled by it. They kept their starting defense on the field.
Yeah, you're better than that, Dan.
I did not like that call. That's when I did not like the fake field goal, because they kept if they didn't keep their defense out there, you had a chance, but they kept their starting defense. They still called it. I wasn't really a fan of that. The other stuff I get, you're like, all right, like, we're close here, we're close there, just not clicking. Maybe if we get it here, we get going a little bit. Like, I get what he's trying to do, but it didn't work. Wasn't their night today, bro?
Yeah, sure it wasn't.
I mean, everything is hindsight, 20, everything's hindsight. So you're looking at it like, all right, it didn't work. If we would have kicked the field goal, the whole mindset of the game is different in that fourth quarter. We're probably down by a touchdown, maybe down by 1 point. Everything changes. If they kick 2 field goals, if they kick 1 or 2 field goals and they go win in, everything changes. So, I mean, everything's hindsight. It didn't work. That's Dan Campbell. Because he's Dan Campbell and I know how he operates, I'm not totally upset about it because I know how Dan Campbell operates. I just, like, it got to a point that I was just like, on fourth down, I was just like, all right, we're gonna go for it. We're not gonna make it, but we're gonna go for it. Like, it came to that. That's how what it came down to. But Dan Campbell. Do I hate it? No. Do I wish we would have kicked the field goal when we were on the goal line? On their territory, it was like 4th and 3. Yeah, I mean, I wish we would have, because that changed the whole game. When we were down by 10 in the fourth quarter, we've been down by only a touchdown, and then now the whole mindset of what you need to either get in this game to tie it up or possibly take a win is different. Your whole mindset is different. Yeah, so I wish he did that, but I don't hate it because I know it's Dan Campbell.
Another issue was, like, the passing game wasn't necessarily quick passing. That's another issue I had with, like, like, the O-line's getting their ass kicked. They just his play calling wasn't the best today either. He could have helped them a little. Like last week, Jared Goff was getting rid of it right away. 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, boom. This one he was holding on a little bit. And Fangio defense just make you think a little too. So that probably had to do a little with it as well.
The thing was, too, it wasn't like it was a complete ass kicking from the perspective they weren't moving the ball at all. Like, it's one thing if they weren't able to move the ball at all. Like, they had the quick passing game working at some aspects of the game, and then they just, like, they went away from it. And then you bring out Shaquille O'Neal and Ben Wallace out there to go get blocks. It's like we go back into these situations where we're putting our quarterback in a bad situation, or we're putting Jahmyr Gibbs to go run on these guys in the middle. It's like we have a successful play, and then we're just taking steps backwards. And that was the most frustrating part, because I felt like we had so many opportunities to go out there and convert. And we had opportunities when we were moving the ball, and then the play just goes stagnant, and then there's no points to show for it. And that was the most frustrating part about it, was where we're moving the ball and we have nothing to show for it. And it wasn't even all turnovers. I mean, outside the first or second drive of the game where we threw the pick, they were clean. Like we didn't have turnovers unless it was turnover on downs, but like they weren't like just throwing interceptions or fumbling the ball left and right. They were able to move the ball. They just couldn't convert when they needed to convert, and that's what makes the game so frustrating.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, all of Jahmyr Gibbs' passes were from quick passes. I mean, it was there. I mean, I guess they tried to mix it up, and when they mixed it up, it just didn't work. it just didn't work.
Yeah,
trying to throw passes down the field wasn't working. The running game wasn't the best.
We got an injury update from Campbell. He says he hopes it's not season-ending, but he doesn't know on Laporta.
Yeah, they missed him more than I thought they would today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they could have like got by one game, but like if he's going to be gone like for 4 games or more, that sucks.
Well, now it's for sure we know 4 games. We just don't know if it's more than that. I mean,
yeah,
that's what we have to figure out at this point now. Like, is it going to be back in mid-December, late December for a potential playoff run if we're there, or is he out? So
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question that we don't have the answer to.
This is crazy, man. I would never. If you'd have told me this in the beginning of the season or in the off season, I would have laughed at you. At some point in the season, the Lions will be 3rd place in the NFC North. At any point, at some point in the season, you would have told me that there's gonna be a time where the Lions are gonna be in 3rd place in the NFC North. I'd be like, you're fucking crazy. I was told you lost your fucking mind.
Yeah,
right now the Lions are in 3rd place in the NFC North.
And right now, they're not even like 3rd place. They're not even in the playoffs. You know, I mean, granted, it's week 11. There's plenty for time to change like that. I mean, one win could get you right back in it next week. But I mean, this is the time. We're approaching Thanksgiving now. Like it's been the time, but like this is really the time now. Like you really gotta lock in now. Like if you really want to have that push, you really want to lock in. Like this is the time to do it. This is where you got to get going, and it starts this upcoming Sunday versus New York. You know, you're back in your barn in Ford Fields. It's got to be the week you got to get back on track.
I feel like that New York game, they should win it, but it all comes down to that Green Bay game. That's kind of for like if you lose that game, it'll be bad. So I feel like it's that Green Bay.
That ain't the word. That ain't the word.
So like
it's panic time if they lose.
Giants, you're hoping you win. Like you're probably gonna win that game, But the Green Bay game is basically like I don't know, like kind of like
where all the stakes are right now.
Yeah, it's like
I mean,
we got to do this. We got to be like this right now. I mean, going forward, we can't. This whole win lose shit. It got to come to an end. It has to stop at some point. We need to put some wins together, go on a streak, and carry that momentum to the playoffs. Right now, this win lose shit, and only winning against these bad teams. I mean, come on.
The problem is when you play these good teams, the same issues are popping up every single game, for the most part.
Yeah, offensive line.
It's the O-line play. It's the communication with the O. You know what I mean? Like every game you've lost, like majority, like the really good teams, it's because your O-line play. The Minnesota game, necessarily not really good team, but you lost because your O-line was a mess. Yeah. They like fucked up your O-line. So yeah,
I have to go back and rewatch it. But today, to me, didn't feel like it was like a communication problem. It just felt like they got beat today.
No, they got their ass.
They got their ass whooped.
We're just talking about O-line issues in general.
No, I agree. But the other game,
O-line got beat up. The O-line got their ass whooped.
The other games, I could say, hey, they just were not in sync. Like Minnesota, they were not in sync. Green Bay, week 1, they were not in sync. Today, they just got their ass kicked. They had no answers for those guys.
Yeah. Like they were blitzing, they were rushing. A lot of times they was rushing 4, just beating us up. Jordan Phillips, a trade guy, made his mark today. Just saying, it seems like that who make those moves at the deadline, man. Made a team like Jordan Phillips got traded at the deadline.
Yeah.
Made his mark today. And he'll be a big staple for that team. They go forward.
Absolutely. All right. Let's do Oopsy Doopsy and Ball of the Week, and then let's head out of here. So I'll start off with you, Peter. You could start it off. Ball of the Week.
It's Coach Shep once again. I think I gave it to him like a couple weeks ago after last, whatever it was. It's Coach Shep again. Just great game plan. Legion of whom, whatever you want to call it. The backup guy stepped up. So it's Shep, man. I mean, it was just a great game plan all around.
All right.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Pierre, Tyler, this is gonna be interesting for you. You have a lot of options. I mean, for this Oops, you have a lot. I mean, you can go anywhere and nobody will have any disagree with you.
Even if you blame the wind, I don't think people would.
Yeah. Even if you blame the wind,
no.
I know you're not gonna go that way, but even if you did, I'm just saying, like, you have options. So.
Let's just make it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Exclude Jahmyr Gibbs on the offense. Everyone.
I'm with it.
We're gonna bunch you all together. You are one person today. All of it. Exclude Jahmyr Gibbs. Shit.
Even the DC ones. Even the DC ones. The DC ones. Oh shit. The Dan Campbell glasses. Does that make Oopsy Doopsy a week too?
Yeah. They went from baller of the week to Oopsy Doopsy, just like that.
Went from baller of the week to Oopsy Doopsy. God damn.
I don't want to see them for sale next week at Ford Field. You got to prove them again to be one of these.
And the fucked up part is we're playing the Giants, so it's more likely he's gonna have a great game.
I want to see more. Green Bay Thanksgiving. That's the test for me. Go beat the brakes at the Giants. Thanksgiving, talk to me, and then I'll give you a better answer.
Yeah, that Giants game is just getting your anger out on them or whatever. They do that. They do that all the time.
Yeah. You know, Malcolm, this is like when you go on Madden and you just go put them on rookie mode and you go drop 100 on the team. That's what I view with the Giants. That's what you should go do on Sunday. Yeah. After that, and I'm gonna say that's cool, great, got back on track. I want to see the real test of Thanksgiving. That I don't care about next week's game for real. As long as they win the game, that's all that matters.
Yeah, because if they find a way to lose that game, my goodness.
Oh my God, there'll be a different conversation here.
Let's see the. Let me look at the spread for that game. Oh, it's not out yet.
But they have to string some wins together, man. I'm tired of this roller coaster shit. Up, win one, lose one. Oh yeah, the Lions guaranteed to bounce back after a loss. I'm tired of bouncing back after a loss. I just don't want to lose no more. I just want to just be consistent, man.
Yeah,
this ain't looking too good.
We're 10.5 point favorites next week.
I mean, Lions. I mean, it doesn't look too good when you're playing against the Lions after a loss. It's like after, I guarantee you, everybody in the Giants locker room was like, "Shit."
Yeah.
They saw that we lost. They're like, God damn it.
No, those guys got nothing to lose. Those guys went on every fourth down today.
I get it, but they're like, shit. I mean, this team doesn't lose back-to-back games. I mean, God damn, this ain't a good look.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be a wrap to this episode. I'm not going to say hope you guys enjoyed because I know you did. And I hope you got, I'll take it back. I hope you guys enjoyed the bit, our saltiness right now. And hopefully it made you feel better about the game in some capacity.
No, we probably did it. We probably did.
Yeah. What am I saying? Good night, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, guys. I'm out. Peace.
All right, y'all. It's your boy Malcolm, man. I'm out, man. Peace.